Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Cradles it at the 35. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the battle between Utah and BYU plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Keep it on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. They'll run the screen. And good blocking in space out there to give them enough room to pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Starting in 1971, the Beehive boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Going up top again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Keeps it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense got him at the 27.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. He makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. The Utes pick up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down. There he goes. Touchdown, Utah! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. He spins that thing down the middle.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage, but can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open, and he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give on the counter. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Off play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Utes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And this one will be touched and down at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close.
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The short hands, it's Hagan. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand.
Finds a spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. He's going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day.
Going deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
He's not afraid to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. And we're certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree.